that's an interesting point because I think a lot of people, when they look at a company like Eczacıbaşı, they look at it as kind of the old establishment in Turkey. And we're here at Startup Turkey, and it's very much part of the new Turkey and the grassroots of something that's coming out new. And I have two questions on that. One is, how did you're talking about your father, saying that you're not very good children. Often my mother says that sometimes about me. How do you kind of define that vision that you had? Because clearly you saw something at a moment.
Yeah.
And able to do that. So if you can talk a little bit about that.
Sure. I consider myself a kind of a split personality. I am a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. On one side, I'm still an industrialist. On the other side, I'm eager looking for new investment possibilities. But it's completely separated from our own area. My experience a couple of years ago, when we started with a new venture, when we bought a company, when we became partners with them, we had to go through a stage of legal procedures plus due diligence process. And I had to share with our legal advisors in the corporation and some financial people in the corporation to go through that process. And it took for 6 months, 7 months, going all through that simple procedures. And there you realize that the difference between a management team and an entrepreneur. If, as company which is on the startup process, they do not have time for a 6 months of a period for due diligence process. It has to be done just like this. Either you go, you skip some of those procedures, but the legal people in the group, to save my, sorry for my word, ass, they said, if you want to take the risk alone, go ahead. But if we are responsible, then you have to go through the process. I just went through the process. And the next step was, of course, I had to separate my issues with the startups, then with my main business area.